Welcome to Big Daddy's Story Time. We're reading Thomas and Friends, Thomas's Train. Oh boy, look at Thomas smiling. I wonder what he's thinking. Look, there's Sir Topham Hat right there too. Would you like to read a story about Thomas's train and find out what Thomas is thinking there? You would? Okay, let's get started. Thomas often grumbled because he was not allowed to pull passenger trains. The other engines laughed. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. You're too impatient, they said. You'd be sure to leave something behind. Rubbish, said Thomas crossly. You just wait. I'll show you. One night he and Henry were alone. Henry was ill. The men worked hard, but Henry didn't get better. Now, Henry usually pulled the first train on the morning, and Thomas had to get his coaches ready. If Henry is ill, Thomas thought, perhaps I shall pull his train. Thomas ran to find the coaches. Come along, he fussed. There's plenty of time, there's plenty of time, grumbled the coaches. He took them to the platform and waited to run around in front at once, but his driver wouldn't let him. Don't be impatient, Thomas, he said. So Thomas waited and waited. The people got in. The guard and station master walked up and down. The porters banged the doors, and still Henry didn't come. Thomas got more and more excited every minute. Sir Topham Hatt came out of his office to see what was the matter. The guard and the station master told him about Henry. Find another engine, he ordered. There's only Thomas, they said. You'll have to do it then, Thomas. Be quick. So Thomas ran around to the front and backed up to the coaches, ready to start. Don't be impatient, said his driver. Wait till everything is ready. But Thomas was too excited to listen to a word he said. What happened then no one knows. Perhaps they forgot to couple. They forgot to couple Thomas to the train, that is. Perhaps Thomas was too impatient to wait till they were ready. Or perhaps his driver pulled the lever by mistake. Anyhow, Thomas started. People shouted, "Oh!" and waved at him, but he didn't stop. They're waving because I'm such a splendid engine, he thought importantly. Henry says it's hard to pull engines, but I think it's easy. Hurry, 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 he puffed, pretending to be like Gordon, that is. As he passed the first signal box, he saw the men leaning out and waving and shouting, "Hey, hey!" They're pleased to see me, he thought. They've never seen me pull at a train like this before. It's nice of them to wave and whistle. Beep, beep, thank you, and hurried on. But then he came to a signal that said, "Danger." "Bother," he said. "I must stop. And I was going so nicely. I was going so nicely, too. What a nuisance signals are." And he blew an angry, angry horn. Beep, beep. On his whistle. One of the signalmen ran up. "Hello, Thomas," he said. "What are you doing here?" "I'm pulling a train," said Thomas proudly. "Can't you see? Where are your coaches, then?" Thomas looked back. "Why, bless me," he said, "if we hadn't left them behind." "Yes," said the signalman, "you'd better go back quickly and fetch them." Thomas, poor Thomas, was so sad he nearly cried. "Oh, oh!" "Cheer up," said his driver. "Don't go back quickly and try again. Let's go back quickly and try again. Let's do this together," said his driver. At the station, all the passengers were talking at once. They were telling Sir Topham Hatt, the station master, and the guard what a bad railway it was. But when Thomas came back and they saw how sad he was, oh, oh, they couldn't be cross. So they coupled him to the station, And this time to the train at the station, and this time they really pulled it. But for a long time afterward, the other engines laughed at Thomas and said, "Look, there's Thomas, who wanted to pull a train but forgot about the coaches." What have we learned today, my friends? We learned from Thomas that being patient and being careful are good skills to use. Have a great day, my friends. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more Big Daddy Storytime. God bless.